Good afternoon or good morning if you're watching in the morning, and welcome to our last video before the go live, where I just want to recap what we've done over the last 18 months, but then also talk about the actual cutover, which I'll use our poster that you'll see around the hospital just to talk through. But 18 months on, since the beginning of the programme, 200 whales, 105 drug trolleys, lots of hours of work, building, testing, bringing out from all of you, training, both the e-learning and the face-to-face, and we are almost there. This Friday night starts the final piece and the beginning of the next stage of the journey, where we take live our new system, and then after a number of weeks of stabilisation, we can then build and build and build on that on the coming months and years as we move forward with our digital hospital. But what does the Friday night look like? So if we start on the picture here, we'll already start to see our new governance in place and a lot more talking about eSASH. We'll be taking over SASHnet, and you'll start to see that coming. But the next big event for everybody is Friday the 16th of September. So between 7:30 and 8 o'clock on Friday night, we'll go into downtime, and we'll be bringing packs around to all the wards and all the clinical areas, just to talk you through what that looks like. Make sure your red boxes are up to date and got everything you need. But in essence, it's no different to the current downtime process that we already use. So we'll go into downtime on the Friday evening, and during the night, Cerner will work across their team of about 50 people, both here on site and in the US, to take our new configuration and put it into our current system. About 4 o'clock in the morning, they'll hand that back to us, and we'll do 4 hours of testing. We'll have our team up here in Trust HQ, testing to make sure the system's fit and ready to use, until about 8 o'clock, where we'll do a review. And at that point, we'll say we're ready to start data catch-up. So all those patients that came through ED, were admitted, discharged, transferred during the night, we'll make sure the system's brought up to date with that, using the downtime paperwork that you've used during the night. And then once that's complete, we'll open the system up to all the users. Now we're a bit different to other trusts in terms of we're already used Cerner. So from that moment, you can use everything that you've used before and most of the new functionality. The bit you can't use is the EPMA, the Electronic Prescribing and Meds Administration. And I'll talk about that in a minute. So we've done our patient data catch-up. We've started to use the new documentation. We can start to place pathology orders again, radiology orders again. We can use discharge summary again, but it will be the new version that you will have learned about in your training. So the next big piece and the final piece of the puzzle is what's called the transcription. So this is where we take the paper drug chart and we move it to the digital version. And you'll see multiple teams made up of doctors, pharmacy techs and pharmacists coming around the hospital, taking the paper drug chart. They will take that away, they will manually transcribe that into Cerner, placing requests for all the various drugs. Then that will be checked by a pharmacist, and then there'll be some quality assurance on top of that as well, before the patients get given a blue wristband, and that will indicate that they are live with EPMA. You'll see various markings on the paper drug chart to indicate that as well, and from that point forward, that is a fully digital patient. Our new patients coming through will be digital right from the start as they arrive in ED, and will get prescribed digitally straight away. But for our existing patients that are in the hospital, that blue wristband will indicate that they've been transcribed, and you can future prescribing can be done on Cerner, and the drugs round can be done on Cerner as well. So that's the transcription process. It will start on the Saturday, but it's lengthy. It does take a long time to get through 650 patients. So we've got teams overnight on Saturday night, more teams on Sunday, and as we go through that, we will inform each team through various ways, whether that's on ClinOps or face-to-face communication, that they're live. But the key thing is look for that wristband. If they've got a blue wristband, you do it on Cerner. If they haven't, it's still on the paper drug chart. So then we've got our early support. We've got lots of support to help everybody, and that will go from the moment we start on Saturday morning all the way through for 4 weeks. We've got a big structure. We have got our buddies, which are from the Gemba. They are part of your team, working on the wards, in theatres, in other areas. But then we supplemented that with floor walkers, trainers, and our Gemba leads, all forming a Gemba team that will be out on the wards to help you. But on top of that, we've got a technical team. This is made up of our business as usual Cerner EPR team. It's our eSASH technical team, as well as all our Cerner colleagues. So they'll be there for technical issues. Finally, we've got our digital support team, and that's made up of our new Go Live 1818 phone line, as well as our core IT team who are there to help fix hardware problems. And that's all there to help. Now, it goes live on the Saturday morning, will be with us for the duration. So we're there to help you,